Good evening. Hello. Hi there, everybody. Hi, it's good to see you guys popping up. Good evening. Hello, hello. A few waves. Okay, hi everybody. I'll do a little slow intro to let people get connected and have their mats ready. I'm Josh. If you saw the Insta live that I just put up, I'm taking you through one of my Vinyasa Flow classes, and I'm going to take you through my 4-week cycle. Tonight, starting with week 1, and in week 1 we'll be strengthening and opening into our legs, as well as mobilizing our ankles and our hips. Okay, so I'm just gonna allow a few more people to join. I hope you're all well. I don't know where you all are in the world, or if you're mainly in the UK, but there was a blizzard that just came through, and it was snowing quite a lot, which is unusual, bearing in mind I definitely got sunburnt only a week ago, but that is English weather for you. So yeah, I hope you're all keeping well, and hope you're inside in the warm and doing some yoga, unless you're somewhere else in the world and it's nice and warm where you are, to do it outside. Right, we'll get started. So we'll go through a little warm up together, and I'll be on my mat guiding you, and then we'll progress throughout the practice. And if we have some time at the end, I might take you through some breathing exercises at the end. But for some reason, whenever I teach on Instagram Live, I seem to teach a little bit slower, so we'll see how we go. So I won't delay any further, so let's find our mats, and let's come down onto the ground, onto hands and knees. And we'll start just by mobilizing the spine, and then we'll progress it from there. So hands underneath shoulders, fingers spread, knees underneath hips, and toes tucked. Okay, on your inhale, we're just going to drop the belly down. We're going to pull the chest forwards, just lift the chin, arch the back. And on your exhale, just gently tuck the tailbone, bring the chin down to the chest. And again, now inhale, just allowing the pelvis to tilt forwards as you arch the back, open the throat. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly up high. And just keep that going. Inhale, just thread the breath with each movement. And again, exhale, just mobilize into the back. 2 more times, inhale, passing through your cow stretch. And then exhale, just pressing down and just pulling up into your cat stretch. That's it, 1 more time, inhale, shoulders back, chest forwards, lift the chin, arch the back. And then exhale, gently press through the hands, pull the belly up high. Good, now back to a neutral spine. On your inhale, let's reach the right arm and the left leg out. Extend from opposite fingers and toes. And on your exhale, just draw into the center, and if you can, hover the limbs. Inhale, let's reach back out on those same 2 sides. Just reach a little bit further. And then exhale, draw in. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up high this time. And then exhale. And then last one, inhale. Either pausing here, or exhale, you can take the hand behind you to catch hold of the foot. If you have hold, inhale, press the foot back, gaze forwards. And on your exhale, you can release the hand and the knee back down. Now change sides. Inhale, left arm and right leg extends. And then exhale, draw in. Inhale, reach back out. Reach a bit further. And then exhale, pull in. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up high. And then exhale. And then last one. Inhale, with the option to pause here, or exhale, take the hand back to catch, press, open and lift. Take a breath. And on your exhale, you can release the hand and knee back down. Now take a twist. Inhale, let's reach the right arm out to the side and up, gaze up. And then exhale, thread that right arm through, ground the shoulder down. Inhale, let's reach back up, open up. And then exhale, thread and reach through. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, pressing through the left hand, reach high with the right. This time, exhale, plant the hand back onto the mat. Change sides. Inhale, reach the left arm out and up. And then exhale, thread and reach through. Inhale, press through the right, reach back up, open up, and then exhale, thread. Last one, inhale, and on your exhale, hands back to the mat. Now take the hands one step forwards, and just go through some big circles just from your hips and your shoulders. And just begin to just mobilize into the joints, to bring your weight forwards across your hands and just warm up the wrists. That's it, and then pull the weight back across the heels. Change your direction. Just get used to being on your mat this evening. Good, hands where they are, hips back to the center. And let's just slide the left foot out to the side now, toes face forwards, outside the foot grounded. Inhale the breath, and on your exhale, pull the hips back. Inhale, come forwards, just away from the stretch. And on your exhale, just pull back a little bit further. Good, 2 more times. This time, inhale, come forwards. Then lift the toes to the ceiling, externally rotate into the hip. And again, exhale, pull back. 1 more time, inhale. And then exhale, just deepen back into that pose. Good, inhale, come forwards, bring the left knee back underneath. Slide the right foot out to the side, toes forwards to start. Exhale, pull the hips back. Inhale, come forwards, keeping the outside of the foot still grounded. And then exhale, pull back a bit further. 2 more times. Inhale as you come forwards this time. Lift the toes up to the ceiling, open into the hip. And then exhale, pull back. Once more, inhale forwards. And then exhale, pull back a little bit further. Good, inhale, come forwards now, both knees back underneath the hips. And on your exhale, invite the bum back to the heels, bow the head. Now let's round through the spine. Inhale, pull the belly up, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Hips press forwards, begin to lift the chest and the chin. And then exhale, bend the elbows, release the body down. Reverse that motion. Inhale, roll the shoulders back as you lift. And then exhale, chin to the chest, pull the hips back. And again, inhale, round through the spine like a Mexican wave. Press the tops of the feet down, lift the fronts of the body. And then exhale, release back down. Stay grounded, take the hands 1 step wider. On your inhale, focus on lengthening forwards from the grounded hips all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhale, release. Inhale, rising a bit higher, lifting the ribs off the mat. Pull the belly forward, stretch into your belly. And then exhale. Last time, inhale. Press through the hands, begin to lift the chest and the chin up nice and high. Engage the glutes, slightly tuck the tailbone. And then exhale back down. Hands back beside the chest. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, rise to your cobra. And on your exhale, roll back, tuck your toes. Lift your knees, press through the hands, pull the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Hands press forwards and down, hips pull up and back. That's it. And from here, just open your shoulders outwards, just broaden across your upper back. Okay, we'll just gently pedal the feet, just stretch off the calves, just walk your dog, just alternate the legs. So breathing into the back of the legs, the back of the calves. And back to your downward facing dog. Pressing off the toes, inhale, bring your shoulders over the wrist, passing into your plank. Lower the knees, exhale, release the body down. Hands 1 step wider. On your inhale this time, as you rise, I want you to gaze over your left shoulder. And then exhale, release the body back down. Inhale, rise, this time gaze over your right. And then exhale, back down. Once more on each side. Inhale as you gaze over your left, bend the right knee, pull the heel towards the bum, just engage your hamstring, and then exhale, body back down. Last time, inhale, rise, gaze over the right, bend the left knee, pull close, and then exhale, release. Hands back beside the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulder back, squeeze the elbows close, lift the cobra, and then exhale, roll back, tuck toes, lift knees, downward facing dog. Press the hands forwards and down, pull the hips up and back. Good, open shoulders, broaden across your upper back. Again, pulling the belly up high, squeezing the upper arms towards the ears. This time, just place the right foot, just hook it over the back of the left heel, and just use the weight of both legs just to stretch deeper into the calf. Take 1 more breath here. And then you can slowly change sides. Take the left foot over, hook it over the back of the right heel. Take a breath. And then back to your downward facing dog. Again, press off the toes, come forwards to your plank, lower knees. If you can, keep the hips lifted, and then exhale, lower chest and chin down. Feel the 8 points of the body just ground themselves down. And on your exhale now, pull the chest forwards, hips come down. Keep the hands where they are. Inhale, just roll back to cobra. And then exhale, pull the bum back to the heels, extended child's pose, bow the head. Now come forwards, inhale. Just to your tabletop position and simply tuck the toes. And on your exhale, drop down to your forearms with the hands together and the elbows underneath the shoulders. Grounding the forearms down, lift the chest to strengthen into your foundation. And then begin to lift the knees, pull the hips up and back, and just gaze back towards your ankles. Keep working the forearms down, just pulling the hips up and behind you. One more inhale. And on your exhale, you can lower the knees down. Keeping your hips stacking over your knees, gaze forwards, reach the hands to the top of the mat. Spread the fingers, and then exhale, invite the chest to sink down. Keep the arms glued to your mat, and then just pull the hips back half an inch, and just work into the shoulders. Relax the head. One more breath here. Now keeping the forearms grounded if you can. On your inhale, just pull your weight forwards, hips come down. Slide the forearms forwards an inch or two, so elbows are under the shoulders. Stretch the belly. Inhale, pull forwards, lift the chest. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. And on your exhale, just take the right arm across your mat, 45 degrees, just at an angle, and then bend your left knee. Now reach the left arm forwards, open the shoulder, take a big circle, catch the inside of the foot. Then, if you can, wrap the hand around, high elbow, and squeeze the heel down. Ground that left hip into your mat, squeeze the glutes, pull forwards, lift the chest. Exhale here. Good, one more breath. And then you can release. Reset onto the forearms, parallel towards each other, just pull forwards, lift the chest. And then exhale, left arm comes across at an angle, bend the right knee. Reach the right arm forwards, over the top, catch the foot, wrap the hand around, exhale, squeeze it down. Grounding the right hip down, pull forwards, a slight tuck of the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale here. One more breath. And on your exhale, you can release that foot. Last thing on our fronts, we're just going to take the left knee out to the side in line with the hip. We'll just press the knee out a bit further. That's it, and then ground it down. Keep the knee where it is. And pull the body slightly to the right and just open up into that hip capsule here. And then from here, you can either stay here statically, or on your inhale, you're going to lift the foot and just add a bit of internal rotation to that hip. And then exhale, foot back down. And again, inhale, just lifting the foot. And then exhale back down. One more time, inhale. Good, and then exhale back down. From there you can straighten that leg and just change sides. Take the right knee out in line with the hip. Press the knee out a little bit further than you think. Ground it down and then pull the rest of the hips to the left. Inner thighs pressing down. Slight tuck of the tailbone, pull forwards. On your inhale, options to stay where you are, or again lift for the foot. And then exhale back down. Two more times, inhale, lift. And then exhale. Once more. Good, and then exhale. Good, then you can straighten that leg, slide the hands back beside the chest. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, rise to cobra again, lift the chest and the chin. And then exhale, pull back, tuck the toes, but pull the bum back to the heels, bow the head. With the toes still tucked, slide the hands back to the knees. Sit onto the heels and just roll up through the spine. Take a shoulder roll back. And you're just stretching into the undersides of the feet and into the toes. Take a breath here. Good, and then from there you can just release the toes. Sit back and just gently lift the knees if you can. Just stretch the top sides of the feet. Take a breath. And then release the knees back down. Now bum to one side. Spin the legs out in front. And I'll face you guys if you want to mirror me so you can rearrange the way you're positioned. And we're going to go through a seated sequence together. So hands behind you, shoulders back, lift the chest. Feet wide but heels pulled in close. From here we're just going to take a few windscreen wipers, so just rocking onto your side, that's it, and then pick the knees up. and then take them across the other side. And again, just from side to side, making sure the back knee is falling behind the sole of the foot. Good. And then finish on this side. You're going to come nice and tall, just pull the bum back, heel forwards. Get a 90-degree angle in both legs. Hands in front of the leg. We're going to, on your inhale, we're going to lift the back knee up, and then exhale back down. So 2 more of these. Inhale, lift, and then exhale down. Once more, inhale, and then exhale. Now you're going to square the body off over the thigh. Inhale, pull forwards, bring the chest over the knee, and with a long spine, exhale, compress the body down. Good, inhale, pull the chest forward, shoulders away from ears, and then exhale, squeeze it down a bit further. One more breath, inhale, and then exhale here. Now press through the hands, lift the chest. Walk the hands around behind you as far around as you can, and then drop down onto the forearm. Back knee stays grounded, hips press forward, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest, and reach the top arm up and back. Gaze back to fingertips, inhale, try and reach further, and then exhale, hand comes down, slowly walk the hands back round. Good, taking the arm over the top, leaning back slightly to help you wiper the legs to the other side. Again, heel forwards, bum back, 90 degrees in both legs. Hands in front. Starting with lifting the back knee, inhale, and then exhale back down. Good, and again, inhale, lift, and then exhale down. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. Now square the body off over the thigh. Inhale, pull the chest over the knee. Exhale, long spine, compress the body down. Good, 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen forwards, keep shoulders away from ears. And then exhale, squeeze it down further. One more breath, inhale. And again, exhale into the pose. As you rise this time, again, walk the hands around to the back of the mat as far as you can, and then onto that forearm. Back knees pressing down, hips are squeezing forwards, lift the chest, reach the upper arm up and back. Good, take a breath, inhale, reach further, gaze to fingertips. And then exhale, hand comes down, slowly walk the hands back round. Good, now take the hand over the top. Let's just take a couple of wipers from side to side, releasing the hips, releasing a little bit into the lower back. Good, and then from here, just make your way back to all fours. So simply tuck the toes, hands slightly out in front, fingers spread. On your inhale, press through the hands, lift the knees. Pull the hips back, exhale, downward facing dog. You can keep the knees slightly bent and just focus on taking a nice long line from your fingertips all the way up and back to your sitting bones. So just elevating the shoulders as you press through the hands, pull the hips behind you. Now focusing on the backs of the legs, on your inhale, invite the backs of your thighs, the hamstrings, up towards your sitting bones, and then invite the backs of the calves down towards your heels. And as you press through the hands once more, imagine somebody's pulling the legs behind you. Good, on your inhale now, let's slowly walk the feet forwards, come find your forward fold, and then exhale, just bow the head, soften the neck, soften the shoulders. On your inhale, hands placed onto the shins, lengthen your spine, pull forwards, and on your exhale, fold back down. And again, inhale, hands to shins, lengthen spine, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Just flossing into the backs of the legs, inhale, lift and lengthen. And then this time, exhale, fingertips come down, step the right foot back, big step, and then lower the back knee down. Now hands onto the hips, inhale, lift the chest, tuck the tailbone, and then exhale, lunge your hips forwards. Good, inhale, pull the hips back, lift your front toes, and then exhale, long spine, hinge forwards, fingertips come down. When you keep that going, inhale, rise back up, hands onto hips, lift the chest, exhale, lunge forwards. Good, inhale, pull the hips up and back, lift the toes, and then exhale, hinge. Good, we're going to pause here, so just press that left heel down into your mat, keep the hips square to the top of the mat. And as you press the heel down, work that leg back, engage your upper thigh, squeeze the quad, and then lastly, begin to lengthen the lower back by pulling the chest forwards. Breathe into the hamstring. If you need to slightly bend the knee, you can get into the belly of that hamstring. One more breath. On your inhale now, rise. We're going to keep the head over the back knee. We're going to reach the arms all the way up, interlace your fingers. And then exhale, just press the back knee forward just to activate here. Tuck your tailbone under, draw the low ribs in. Inhale, reach the arms up and back. And then keep that activation. On your exhale, just begin to lunge your hips forwards. Now squeeze the back knee and the front heel towards each other. Inhale, lift the chest and the chin, reach up higher. And on your exhale now, interlace fingers and just place them onto your front thigh. Good, now with the toes tucked, we're going to bring the back knee forwards 2 or 3 clicks, just to shorten that stance. Inhale, lift the chest. And on your exhale, I want to just lunge that knee forwards over the toes. Keep the heel grounded. Inhale, pull back, come away from the stretch. And then exhale, lunge. Good, one more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Good, we'll pause here, just ground the toes down. Keep the heel pressing down. Weight forwards, long spine. Just breathing down low into the calf, into the Achilles heel. One more breath. Good. On your inhale now, come away from the stretch. Just release the mind. Fingertips come down, step forwards, forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, lift and lengthen spine. And on your exhale, fingertips back down. This time left foot takes a big step back. Lower the knee down. Hands back onto hips. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, lunge your hips forwards. Good, and again, inhale, pull the hips up and back, lift the front toes. Exhale, long spine, hinge forwards. Good, once more going through both. Inhale, hands to hips, lift the chest. Exhale, lunge. Last time going back, inhale, hips pull up and back, lift the toes. Exhale, hinge. Pausing here, right heel's grounding down. Hips are square to the top of the mat. Upper thighs squeezed. And then you're just lengthening through that spine by pulling the chest forwards, breathing under here. One more breath. On your inhale now, bend the front knee. Come up nice and high, head over the back knee, reach up high, interlace fingers, exhale, press the back knee forwards. Tuck tailbone, draw in, reach up high. And on your exhale, keep that activation, just lunge the hips forwards. Squeezing the back knee and the front heel towards each other as you lift the chest and chin, reach higher. And then exhale, interlace fingers, hands onto the front thigh. Shorten that stance, 3 or 4 clicks in. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press the knee forwards. Good, inhale, pull away. And then exhale, forwards. Good, one more time, inhale. And then exhale. Pausing here for a few breaths. Just keep the knee over the toes. Keep the heel grounded. And breathe there. One more breath. Good. On your inhale now, come away from that stretch. Release the bind. Fingertips come down. Exhale, step forwards. Forward fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, lengthen. Going into a bit more of a dynamic flow now. Exhale, fingertips come down, step the right foot back. This time keep the knee lifted. On your inhale, pull the chest forwards. Long line from the back heel to the crown of the head. And then exhale, pull the hips back, bow the head towards the shin. And again, inhale, let's pull forwards, soften your gaze forwards. And then exhale, pull the hips back, soften your gaze back. Inhale, come forwards. We're going to pause here. On your exhale, you can shorten the stance. You can bring the back foot forwards an inch or 2. Now press that front foot down. Keep the hips where they are. Bring the head over the hips. Arms in line with ears. Interlace fingers. Exhale, charge that back thigh. Again, tuck the tailbone. Low ribs in. Inhale, reach up high. And on your exhale, we're going to pulse that knee down. Inhale, straighten the leg. Drive it up. And then exhale, crack the knee. Pulse it down. 2 more times. Inhale, come up high. And then exhale. That's it, once more. Inhale with the breath. Nice and controlled. Exhale, this time float the hands to the hips. Gaze forwards. On your inhale, bring the back knee all the way through and up. And on your exhale, you're going to lunge back and again pulse the knee. Inhale, gaze forwards, bring the knee all the way through and up. And then exhale once more, lunge back, pulse the knee. Good, inhale, come through all the way up. This time on your exhale, you're going to hinge forwards. You're going to send the right foot back, right fingertips come down. On your inhale, bring the knee all the way through and up, gaze forwards, lift the chest, shoulders back. And then exhale again, hinge forwards, right fingertips come down, right leg goes back. Good, last one, inhale, all the way through and up. This time, exhale, extend the leg forwards. Take a breath here, inhale, lift the heel, lift the chest. And on your exhale, you're going to simply stand, hinge forwards, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fingertips come down, step your left foot back. Charge that back thigh, keep the knee lifted. Inhale, pull the chest forwards. And then exhale, pull the hips back, bow the head. Inhale, pull forwards. And again, exhale, pull back. Good, inhale forwards. You're going to pause here. On your exhale, you can shorten that stance if you need to. Then pressing the front foot down, keep the hips where they are, head stacks over the hips, arms either side of the ears, interlace fingers, exhale, charge the thigh. Tuck your inhale, reach up high, and then exhale, pulse that knee, crack the knee, that's it. Inhale, drive up, and then exhale, pulse the knee. That's it. 2 more times, inhale, and then exhale. Once more, inhale. And as you crack the knee, just release the hands, allow them to float down to the hips. Inhale, bring the back knee all the way through and up. And on your exhale, lunge back, pulse the knee. And again, inhale, drive it up. And then exhale, lunge back, pulse the knee. Final one, inhale, bring the knee all the way through and up. On your exhale, this time we're going to hinge forwards. That's it, left foot goes back, left fingertips come down. Inhale, bring the knee all the way through and up, gaze forwards, place the hand back into the hip, lift the chest. And then exhale, hinge, fingertips come down, foot back. One more, inhale all the way up. This time, on your exhale, extend the leg forwards, take a breath. Exhale, come to stand, hinge at the hips, take your forward fold. That's it, breathe here. One more breath, press through the fingertips. Pull the backs of the thighs up and just relax the shoulders, relax your neck. Soften your knees now, slowly roll up through the spine, come to stand, inhale, shoulders up to ears, exhale, shoulders back, hands together, thumbs to heart. Take a breath and then just release. Give the body a little bit of a shake. Okay, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the practice. I'm going to take you through now a short little flow, it's a bit of a burner into the legs, and then we'll get into our standing sequence. Okay, so top of the mat, hands together, thumbs to heart, toes touching, heels slightly apart. Inhale the breath, and then exhale. Now squeezing the thighs, weight through the heels. Inhale, take your chair pose, Utkatasana. That's it, pause here, exhale. Ground the toes, inhale, lift the chest, reach up higher. And then exhale, dive forwards, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, fingertips come down, step the right foot back. Good, inhale, keep the hips where they are, reach the arms alongside the ears again. Exhale here, charge the back leg. Tuck tailbone, draw in, inhale, reach up high. And on your exhale, allow the hands to fall beside the body and just hinge forwards, keep a long spine. Keeping the front knee bent, inhale, bring your weight forwards to the back, foot has to lift. Reach back for a low warrior 3. Take a breath, inhale. Lift the heel, reach behind you. And then exhale, step forwards, keeping the knees bent, weight through the heels, Utkatasana, chair pose. Ground the toes, inhale, lift the chest, reach up and out. And then exhale, dive forwards, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, fingertips come down, step your left foot back, big step. Keep the hips where they are. Inhale, reach the arms up alongside ears. Exhale, charge the back thigh. Tuck tailbone, draw in. Inhale, reach up high. And on your exhale, allow the hands to fall beside the body, hinge forwards. Keep a long spine. Inhale, bring your weight forwards. Lift the back heel, lift the chest, reach behind. Exhale, take one more breath. And on your exhale, slowly step forwards, toes touching. Keep the knees bent, weight through heels, inhale. Exhale here. One more breath, inhale, ground the toes, lift the chest, reach up. And on your exhale, this time, come to stand, hands together, thumbs to heart. Take a breath. And on your exhale, you're going to step the left foot back. And we're going to get into your warrior two stance. So front knee and ankle stacking. Heel of the front foot in line with the back arch. Head in line with the hips. Make sure the front knee is pressing out to your right and not dropping into the middle. And then from there, just spread the toes, ground them down. On your inhale, I want you to lift up through those arches. That's it, and then lengthen up through the spine, reach the arms out. And on your exhale, just soften the gaze forwards. Now hug the feet towards each other. Inhale, lift the chest, reach further. And then exhale, just relax the shoulders away from ears. Take one more breath. Inhale, keep the activation, feel the heat start to rise. And then exhale. Good. Inhale the breath, transitioning here. We're going to bend the front elbow and then exhale, forearm to thigh, left arm over the top. Back foot's pressing down. Inhale, pull the left shoulder back, gaze up, reach out further. Exhale here. One more breath. And then exhale. Now keep the front knee over the ankle. Inhale, slowly pull the head over the hips. Warrior two where you started. Exhale, lock into place. Good, now inhale, straighten that front leg, reach forwards, get length. On your exhale, I want you to bend your front knee, pull your head back in line with your hips, back to warrior two. And again, inhale, straighten and lengthen. And then exhale, bend the knee, pull the head back in line. Once more, inhale, try and reach a bit further. This time on your exhale, right fingertips come down, left hand goes high. Ground the front toes down, work the right hip back. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Good, one more breath. Inhale, press the back foot down, stack the shoulders, reach up to the ceiling, gaze up. And on your exhale, you can drop that left hand to the hip. You can bend your front knee. Now slide the back foot forwards. Take the right fingertips out in front. Inhale, drive through the right leg, lift the left, flex the foot. Exhale, stack your shoulders. Inhale, reach the left arm up. As you press the foot behind you, reach the ceiling. And on your exhale, take a controlled step back. Now as you rise, inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. Left toes turn out, exhale, Skandasana down to your left. Inhale, rise up to the center. And then exhale, sink down to the right. Once more in each, inhale. And then exhale to the left. Inhale, rise. And then exhale to the right. Rising up, inhale, hands to hips, toes ground down. Exhale, slide the heels wide. Engaging the thighs, pull up through the arches, a slight tuck of the tailbone, lift the chest. And then exhale, hinge the hips, long spine, and then bow the head. Weight into the toes, inhale. And on your exhale, hands come down to your mat. Rising up to fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, fold back down. And again, inhale, rise and lengthen. And then exhale, fold. Once more, inhale. And then exhale, just stay into your fold here. Weight forwards into the toes. Engage your quads. And then just relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Good, one more breath. Then soften the knees, hands onto the thighs, weight through the heels. Inhale, roll the shoulders back as you lift the chest. Exhale all the way up. Heels in, toes out. Inhale the breath. And then exhale, sink into your hips. As you ground the toes, tuck the tailbone, hands together, thumbs to heart, lift the chest. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Good, take a breath here. And then exhale. Good, on your inhale now, straighten the legs, come to stand. Reach the arms out wide, slide the left heel back, the right toes forwards. Exhale, bend your right knee, warrior two where you started. Head over the hips, inhale, lift the chest, reach out. And then exhale, soften gaze, soften shoulders. Onto your back toes, hips square. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And then exhale, hands together, thumbs to the heart. Breathe the back heel all the way up. Inhale. Flex the foot, take hold of the ankle. Place the foot into the thigh and find your tree pose. It doesn't have to be up at the thigh, it can be the lower leg. Toes can even be touching. But just go to wherever you feel comfortable to go. Ground down and then hug into the midline. Foot's pressing into the leg, legs pressing into the foot. Slight tuck of the tailbone, lift the chest, soften the gaze. And if you want to make it more challenging, just simply close your eyes. One more breath. And then you can release. Good. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's step your right foot back. So I'm just changing sides so I can still see you. From here, front knee and ankle stacking again. Heel and arch in line, head in line with hips. Again, this time front knees pressing out to the left, not dropping in. Spread toes, ground down. Drink up through the arches. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Reach the arms out. Exhale, soften the gaze on your front fingertips. Now hug the feet. Inhale, lift the chest, reach further. Exhale, relax the shoulders. One more breath. Feel the heat start to rise. And then exhale. Transitioning on your inhale, just lift and lengthen. And on your exhale, bend the front elbow, forearm to thigh, right arm over the top. Back foot presses down. Inhale, right shoulder back, gaze up, reach further. Exhale here. One more breath. Pressing the front foot down, keep the knee over the ankle. Inhale, slowly bring the head over the hips, warrior two where you started. Exhale, lock into place. Now straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach forwards, get length. And on your exhale, bend your front knee, pull the head back in line with hips. And again, inhale, straighten and lengthen. And then exhale, bend the knee, pull back in line. Final one, inhale. This time, exhale, left fingertips come down, right hand high. Ground the front toes, pull the hips back, lengthen forwards through the spine. Exhale. Back foot's grounding down, reach up high, gaze the fingertips. And then exhale, hand forwards to the hip. Bend the front knee, slide the back foot forwards, left fingertips in front. Drive through the left leg, inhale, lift the right, flex the foot. Exhale, stack your shoulders. Reach that right arm up high, inhale. And on your exhale, take a controlled step back. As you rise, inhale, lift the front toes. Right toes turn out, exhale, sink down to the back of your mat. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, slow descent down to the left. Once more each, inhale. And then exhale to the right. Last time, inhale, smooth transition. Exhale to the left. Inhale, rise, hands back onto hips, toes ground down. Heels slide wide, exhale. Charge thighs, inhale, tuck, lift the chest. And then exhale, hinge the hips, long spine, bow the head. Weighting to the toes, inhale, hips forwards. On your exhale, options to take the hands to the mat like before, or for more of a challenge, keep the hands onto the hips. On your inhale, press the toes down, engage the quads as you lift the chest. And then exhale, fold back down. Two more times, inhale, lift and lengthen, shoulders away from ears. And then exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, hands come down to your mat, either staying on your mat or wrap index and middle finger around the big toe and then ground it down. Inhale, charge the thighs, weight forwards. Bend your elbows, exhale, pull yourself down. And take 2 breaths here. One more. Now soften the knees, release the bind, hands to thighs. Weight through the heels, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come all the way up. Heels in, toes out. Inhale the breath. And then exhale, sink into the hips. Ground the toes, tuck the tailbone, hands together, thumbs to heart, lift the chest. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit lower. Take a breath here. Good. On your inhale now, come to stand. Straighten the legs, arms out wide, right heel slides back, left toes forwards. Exhale, bend your left knee. Head over the hips, inhale, hug the feet, lift the chest, reach out. And then exhale, soften the gaze. Onto back toes, hips square. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And on your exhale, hands together, thumbs to the heart. Bring the back knee all the way through and up. Inhale. Take hold of the ankle, place the foot inside the leg. Exhale. Choose the height. Inhale. If you want to make it more of a challenge, you can. You can just simply close your eyes. Stay there. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more. And then you can release. Good. Now give the body a little bit of a shake. And then we're going to go through 1 more like standing sequence, a modified Surya Namaskara B. And then we'll get into some slightly deeper hip openers to finish. Okay, so back to the top of your mat. Toes touching, heels slightly apart, hands together, thumbs to heart. Gazing forwards, inhale the breath. And let's just exhale together. Weight through your heels, squeeze your thighs, inhale back to that chair pose or Utkatasana. Exhale here. This time, inhale, rise to your tiptoes, and then just stack your body, gaze forwards, and then on your exhale, you're going to sink the bum down to the heels. Keep the thighs squeezed, inhale, come up to halfway, and then exhale back down. This time, inhale, press through the toes, come all the way up, reach the ceiling. That's it, and then exhale, lower the heels, hinge forwards, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. On your exhale, hands come down, step the feet back, downward facing dog. Press through the hands, inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. And on your exhale, step the right toes inside the thumb. Drop the back foot down at 45 degrees. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale, root to rise for warrior 1. Exhale, invite the hips towards square. Pulling up through that back arch, inhale, spiral up. Through to fingertips, exhale, lunge forwards if you need. Lift the chest and the chin, inhale, reach up higher. And on your exhale, allow the hands to float to the hips. Straighten the front leg, inhale, square off the hips, lift the chest. And then exhale, long spine, hinge forwards. Pause with a flat back. Ground the front toes down, inhale, work the right hip back, left shoulder forwards. Then engage your front thigh, exhale, fingertips come down. If you need to bend the knee slightly, you can. Inhale, keep working that right hip back. And on your exhale, deepening into that fold. Good, 1 more breath. Good, on your inhale, bend the front knee. Weight forwards, hands plant down. Exhale, foot back, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the sky this time, inhale. And on your exhale, step your left toes inside the thumb, drop the back foot down at 45 degrees. Heel to heel alignment, inhale to rise up for warrior 1. Exhale, invite the hips towards square. Good, outside of the back foot grounded, inhale, pull up through the back arch, reach up high. Exhale, lunge forwards if you need. Hug the feet, inhale, lift the chest and the chin, reach up higher. And on your exhale, float the hands to the hips. Straighten the front leg, inhale, square off, shoulders back, lift the chest. And then exhale, long spine, hinge forwards. Ground the front toes down, left hip pulls back, inhale, right shoulder forwards. And then exhale, fingertips come down. Inhale, keep working that left hip back. And then exhale, deepen into that fold. Trying to square off the hips, keep the lower back level, 1 more breath. Good, on your inhale now, let's bend the front knee. Hands plant down. On your exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, press through the hands, pull the hips back. And then exhale. 1 more breath. We'll go into your next flow now, working a bit deeper into the hips. Right leg up to the sky. Inhale. Good, let's step the right foot outside the right hand. Exhale. Press through the hands, inhale, lift the chest. And on your exhale, options to keep the back knee lifted, or you can lower it down. Options to stay onto your hands, or you can take the fingertips out in front and just lengthen your spine, pull the chest forwards. Or final option is to come down onto your forearms. Take the option that suits you in your lizard pose, and just breathe here. Hugging the feet towards each other, lengthening through the spine. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then from here you can lower that back knee down, come to your hands, and then you're going to turn the right foot out at 45 degrees, place the hand inside, and just press the knee away from you. Hips forward, tuck the tailbone, inhale, begin to lift the chest and the chin. And on your exhale, physically pull that right shoulder back. Now extend that arm past the ear, inhale, reach forwards as you corkscrew from the knee all the way to fingertips. And then exhale, take the hand behind you, either hook the hand into the lower back or bend the back knee, catch hold of the foot. If you have hold of the foot, squeeze the heel close and just breathe here. Good, 2 more slow breaths. One more. And then you can release. Tuck the back toes, right hand comes down, inhale, press through the hands, lift the knee. Exhale, pull back, downward facing dog. Left leg up to the sky, inhale. And on your exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand. Weight forwards, inhale, lift the chest. And on your exhale, take that option that suits you, whether that's knee lowered, knee lifted, staying on your hands where you are, or taking your fingertips further forwards, lifting the chest, or coming down to your forearms. That's it. Just hug the feet towards each other, lengthen through the spine, and breathe here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then again, you can lower that back knee down, come to hands if you're not already, and then turn the left toes out. Place the left hand inside the knee, press the knee away from you, getting some distance between the upper body and the inner thigh. Hips forwards, inhale, lift the chest and the chin. And on your exhale, physically pull your left shoulder back, gaze up. Now extend that left arm forwards, inhale, reach out through fingertips. And on your exhale, take the hand behind you, gaze back, either hook the hand into the lower back or bend the knee, catch hold of the foot. Like I said before, if you've got hold of the foot this week, squeeze the heel close. Breathe here. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then you can release. Tucking the back toes, hand comes down. This time, come onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift the back knee, bring your weight forwards. And on your exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand, heel slightly in, toes out. And sink into your Malasana, that deep squat. Good. Knees press out. Inhale, lift the chest, gaze forwards. Relax your shoulders, exhale. Grounding the toes down. On your inhale, we're going to lift the hips, we're going to gaze under the legs. And on your exhale, we're going to sink the hips back down, we're going to gaze forwards. And again, inhale, let's lift the hips, gaze under. And then exhale, sink the hips, gaze forwards. Taking index and middle finger, ground it underneath the big toe, wrap around. I'm going to take 1 breath here, so just lengthen the spine, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale. Now on your inhale, now lift the hips, slide the heels out wide, and then bow your head. Charge your thighs, weight forwards, inhale. And then exhale, bend the elbows out wide, pull yourself down. Good, 1 more breath. Now soften the knees, release the bind, hands to the top of the mat, step the feet back, downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet, walk the dog, take a breath here. 1 more inhale. And on your exhale, just lower the knees, release the toes, take your extended child's pose, bow the head. And slide the hands back to the knees, inhale, roll up through the spine, sit onto the heels, shoulders up to ears, exhale, shoulders back. Good. Okay, come to one side, spin the legs out in front, and we're just going to go through one little sequence on our backs. So, find yourself on your back, taking hold of your knees, bring them in close to the body. Take the elbows inside the knees and take hold of that toe bind like we've been doing throughout the practice. So wrap your next middle finger around the big toe. Soles of the feet up, so finding a happy baby pose with the toe bind. From here, keeping the lower back grounded, keeping the neck nice and long. Work your shoulder blades back and down. That's it, breathe. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, this time you can release that left leg, and you're going to straighten that left leg and just place the left hand onto the hip. Work the right shoulder back and down again, take a breath. And then this time, your options, you can stay where you are and work into this pose where you are, or you can begin to extend that leg up to the ceiling by pressing the heel up, and then from there you can draw the leg out to the right. Good, keeping the left side of the body grounded, engaging the thighs, squeezing the glutes, tucking the tailbone, and go as far as you can, just breathe there. If your knee's bent, that's absolutely fine, just go to your limit. One more breath. Good, keeping the toe bind, just bend the knee, bring the foot back up to the ceiling. With the knee bent, bring the left knee up, take hold of that toe bind, take your happy baby, shoulder blades back and down. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, just release the right leg, place the hand onto the hip. Straighten the leg, work the shoulder blade back and down. Take a breath, and you've got that option to either stay here or to drive that heel slowly up, engaging the thigh, and then you can take the leg out to the left. Keep the right side of the body grounded. Go as far as you can and just breathe here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then this time you can bring the knees up. And bend both knees, release the toe bind, just wrap the arms around. You can bring the chin to the chest, give the body a bit of a squeeze. Take a breath there. And then from there, take a full body stretch, keep the heels out, reach the arms over the top, take an inhale. And then on your exhale, you can just allow the arms to fall beside the body. You can tuck the shoulder blades underneath. You can allow the palms to face up. Wiggle the hips to release the lower back. Take the feet a little bit wider, allow the feet to drop out, so allow the hips to fall open. And then just close your eyes. With the eyes closed, and you're lying there in that neutral posture on your back, in your Shavasana, your corpse pose. You're just allowing the body just to soak in and just save all the hard work, the practice. You're allowing the body just to realign itself. And you're allowing the body now just to completely let go. So you can take a full body scan, you can just observe how the body's feeling after your practice. Also how your mind and your mood is doing after your practice. And as you scan down through the body, just take time just to invite each and every part of your body just to let go, to fall open, and to drop down into your mat. And as you feel the weight of your body just melting through the mat, just take a moment to allow the mind to simply follow the body down. So inviting the mind to also soften, to surrender, and just to follow the body down. And I'll just allow you guys just to stay here just for a couple of minutes in your Shavasana. And I'll bring you guys around in a bit, but for now, just simply relax. Start to just bring your awareness back into the room now. Start to just wiggle fingers, start to wiggle toes. And just do whatever the body's calling for, whether that's another full body stretch or another hug of the knees. Or maybe you just want to lie there just a little bit longer. Good. And then once you've done that, you can just roll yourself onto your right side and just falling onto your right side into a seed-like position. And from there, just pressing yourself up with a long spine. Come find a nice tall seat facing the front. Good. And I'll just finish the practice just by honouring each and every one of you with a gesture of peace. So Om Shanti, Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody. Well done, whoever was here during the practice. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to be here next week at the same time at 6 o'clock. Next week's week 2 of my 4-week cycle of things. So we'll be going through a bit more into the hips. A similar practice, but a little bit more dynamic in places. Getting to some chaturangas and some Vinyasa Flow. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to drop me a message. My name's Yoga with Josh on the gram. But like I said, I'll be back here on BAM's page next week, same time, 6 o'clock. Okay, thank you.